So, hi again. So, let's start our webinar. Thank you very much for joining us. Right now, I'm in Ukraine, in Kharkov. We have 6 p.m. So, you have in America, you have morning time. So, good morning to you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Oleg. I'm a key account manager responsible for Asia Pacific region. Today, downhole sensors, traditional solutions, and some new features which Triol is going to bring to the market. We call it measurements of the future. So we will have 3 parts of our presentation, of our webinar. The first will be for our new participant who doesn't know our corporation. It will be introduction to Triol. The second part will include downhole measurement systems, traditional solutions. We will discuss what we have now, what sensor, what gauges we have to offer, which is traditional for the market. And the third part would be downhole measurement systems of the future. This is the main part of the webinar. It's what the part where we discussed added value which we are going to bring to you. After this webinar, we will forward to you by email questionnaire. We will appreciate if you will spend 3-5 minutes time to fill in this questionnaire. It will help us to increase the quality of our services and our products. So let's start the first part. The history of Triol started in 1993. We have 23 years of experience in electrical equipment, surface equipment, for industrial application, variable speed drives, and for oil industry. Before our main market was Russian and post-Soviet countries, but last 3 years we start to expand our business overseas, like United States, Latin America, Asia. We have main 2 lines of products. The first one is artificial lift. We have surface equipment like VSD or switchboards for ESP, for ESPCP. We have submersible equipment, it's downhole sensors, which is applicable for ESP and ESPCP as well. And we have new technology, which we called linear ESP. Regarding linear ESP, on YouTube, on our Triol channel, you can find the link, a video of previous webinar, which dedicated to LASP, linear ESP technology, and it was conducted by my colleague Anton. For artificial lift, we also have remote control and monitoring system. We call it ITA, Interactive Technology Assistant. The second line of product is industrial application. We have a huge line of VFDs, low voltage, medium voltage, for any kind of motors. So any application you have, we have drive for this. Also, we have inverter for solar panel systems, and we have voltage for industrial application. Let's move. Today, Triol is more than 1,000 employees, including 150 design engineers and software developers. As you can see, we have a huge R&D department, which is the biggest strength. We have 3 factories, 2 in Ukraine, 1 in Russia, and we have 9 service centers in Russia. In Russia, we are like small service company. We have not only our product, but we provide service as well. We have full production cycle from small component till metal working. We do inverter, we do cabinets, everything we do here in Ukraine. We have 23 years of experience and more than 1,200 finished products all over the world. On the map, blue, you can find the regions where we have our equipment. Today, we have more than 10,000 wells with our equipment. Here you can see our main customers. In Russia, you can see Rosneft, Gazprom, Lukoil, Bashneft. As you can see, it's oil companies, because in Russia we work directly with oil companies. We can provide not only product but service as well. In export market, it's Schlumberger, Baker Hughes, GE, Novamed, Barretts. As you can see, it's all service companies, because we have no service on export markets, so we have a product. but we need our partners to provide full package, product and service. On this slide, you can see Triol competitive advantages. I will not spend your time on this. I want to highlight that the main advantage of Triol is R&D department. We have a huge R&D department, and it helps us to customize every product. We have no serial products in Triol. Every product is unique, is specific in accordance to your request. If you have request, you guarantee get exact what you need, because we will customize it specifically for you. This is we do for variable speed drives, the same we do for downhole sensors as well. This is our key products. As was already mentioned, we have medium voltage, low voltage variable speed drives for oil industry, for ESP, and for industrial application. We have downhole equipment like linear ESP and downhole sensors, voltage compensator, remote monitoring and control systems, etc. So now we reach the second part, downhole sensors, traditional solutions. So the basic solution is 09 serial. It's for intake measurements. We have here 5 parameters. First of all, it's motor winding temperature. We have base oil intake temperature, base oil pressure, XYZ vibrations parameters, and installation resistance or current leakage. 09 sensor includes 3 products. First of all, it's surface equipment. It could be board, it could be cabinet, it could be panel. We will pay attention regarding this on the next slides. The second is voltage, high voltage choke. If you need it, we can do. If you don't need, it's up to you. And the third is downhole sensor. This is gauge, which you can see on the picture left. It's traditional solution. We have a strong competition worldwide. We have standard parameters like temperature in the well, pressure in the well, so you can see all specific figures in the screen, in the table. Let's move to the next product. This is 05. This is discharge and intake parameters, totally 7 parameters. Basically, it's previous product intake plus discharge gauge, which will give us opportunity to measure 2 more parameters like discharge pressure and discharge temperature. This traditional products, like before, we have strong competitors from United States, United Kingdom, from other regions as well. But let me pay attention to this product. Let me tell you some history about this 06 sensor. 1.5 years ago, we got a request from one of the biggest service companies in the world, top 3. They told us that we need specific new design sensor, which could be integrated in tandem of motors. So it could be integrated between 2 downhole submersible motors with a single shaft through this gauge. So you have one motor, you have sensor, you have another motor with a single shaft. We make design, we make presentation. It was accepted. It was developed by us. It was tested successfully in United States, and now it's working in Southeast Asia. This is new product. This is unique product. Basically, the application is to measure parameters from the top motor. For the bottom motor, you have regular intake gauge. For the second motor, top, you have this. So it's temperature, oil pressure, insulation vibration, installation resistance, and XYZ vibration. Everything is here. This is a unique product. We see some potential because we are the only one company in the world who can do this. Let's move to the next slide. Here we can see surface equipment which we have. Basically, we have so much request from our customers that we developed 3 options. 3 the most popular option. The first we call surface control board. It's a simple board with the enclosure type IP21, which should be mounted into VSD, into cabinet, separate box, because it's for indoor application. It's small in sizes, so if you will buy Triol VSD and Triol sensor, we can do it in one package, built-in surface control board built in our VSD. Or you can connect it with separate cabinet. The second option is surface control cabinet. It's the same board, but already mounted in separate box, in separate cabinet with NEMA 4 enclosure. If you can do it in your workshop, you can. If you don't, we can do it for you. And the third option is like surface control cabinet, but with separate screen to control, to monitor all parameters from the sensor. The traditional solution is to use VSD screen, VSD controller to do it. But there are lots of requests to have separate screens, to have second screen. First will be controller of the VSD, and the second is surface control panel. We can do it for you as well. So all surface equipment, which I mentioned, can work both as local and remote data reading. It can work with our own ITA remote monitoring system or with your traditional monitoring system. Our surface equipment can work with any VSD, with any ESP, with any manufacturer. So it's adjustable and flexible, so it could be customized to any your requests. The same we have in China, in Indonesia, in Middle East, in North and South America. So it's customized, lots of in Russia as well. So lots of different requirements, but we can handle all of them. Let's move. This is Triol high voltage shock. So if you have triangle connection and you need to create 0.0 wire, we can do for you Triol high voltage shock. It could be customized in accordance with your requests, the size, the voltage, the enclosure type. So based on your requirements, we can do it and supply it for you as well. This is our traditional solution. It's pretty big because it's for 5,000 volts. If you have 3.2 or less or 3, it would be of course smaller in size. So based on your requests, we can do it. By the way, I didn't mention that you can type any questions you have in here, right in this webinar. I'll see it and I will reply to you. So I will appreciate your questions. Let's move to the next slide. This is what I discussed, what I mentioned several times. This is customization. We can do what you need. Triol is here for you to help you make life easy. So if you have specific motor, specific size of motor, we can do adapter for you. We can connect our sensor to any motor. Just a couple of weeks ago, we got request for slim ESP. It's very small motor. We can do it as well. So this customer is a producer, is a manufacturer of sensor, but their solution is not applicable for slim ESP. We confirm it, we can do it, so probably we will test it. It's very soon. So any flange, any adapter, we can manufacture based on your base of the motor drawing. And the second option is depends on the environment. If you have aggressive environment in the well, we can make it stainless steel, so corrosion resistance modification. If you have good well, so carbon steel is okay for you, we can do it as well. So stainless steel, carbon steel, it's up to you. We can do both. Let's move to the third part of our webinar. This is what our R&D is doing now. This is a pilot. This is something new which we want to bring for you. So this is traditional sensor is simple product. If it works, it's okay. If it's not work, not a product, it's not sensor. That's why we need to to bring you, to show you more, to give you more as a customer, so you can buy, you can choose us. We need to improve our products to make the best solution, the most valuable for you. So we created we have three ideas which we are developing now, and we will appreciate your help, your feedback regarding this. Is it okay for you or not? Is it interesting for you or not? So let's start. The first one is web interface. So it's a multimedia interface to control, to check all sensor parameters using your smartphone, laptop, or gadget, any of your gadget tablets. What do we mean? Through the Wi-Fi connection, this is the main point. We are going to put Wi-Fi module in our surface equipment. So if you are near the in oil field, near the VSD, near the well, you don't need to go to the VSD to check through the controller or through the screen all parameters. Because of this Wi-Fi module, it's like Bluetooth, similar technology, but here we have Wi-Fi. So you can, if you are near the well, you can check it through your smartphone or any gadget. You will have access to all parameters you need just from in your pocket, just with you, every time with you. It's very flexible. We have a very flexible, adjustable settings, so you can make configurations that you need via web interface. So anything you need, any address, any protocol, you can adjust. And to put with interface you need. So it's simple, it's very friendly, and it's very comfortable. So some customers need separate screen, separate controller in surface equipment of the sensor. Thanks to this web interface, you don't need it. It's cheaper, but you will use your smartphone to get access. So it should be save your time and make it a lot easier. The next is journaling or logging. What it means is that to read the data from the sensor, as usual, you need special equipment. You need journal file, log file to download it, to open it through the special software and analyze it. What we're doing now is to make it in Excel sheet. So you will download in PDF or Excel format to read the data. To read the same, you can do it in your smartphone. From the smartphone, you will check everything. You will decide to export it in PDF or Excel sheet. You do export all the data, and you can analyze already. Or you can check to anyone you need. You can share it by your email, because you can read it anywhere without any special software. So this is also, it's easy to convert the data. It's you can monitor not only one well, you can monitor the whole oil field with several wells. So it's very easy to combine it, to analyze it. It makes your life easier. I think it should be very convenient for oil field engineers. Let's move to the next one. We called it self-diagnostics tests. What do we mean by this? This is the main solution is software. Our R&D department is working on the unique software, very smart software, which allow you to understand what is happening with submersible equipment and the situation in the well. So, for example, it will help you to understand what is the voltage between surface and submersible equipment of the sensor. So it will give you more clearance about the breaks and failures inside the gauge, efficiency of switch and controlling units, the ambient temperature, supply voltage of surface equipment, loss of connections. So the software will analyze all the information and will give you signals. What is going on? Is it sensor? Is it motor? So what is the situation with equipment? What you should do now to increase, to reduce any parameters you need. So this is what we do. so far we work on these parameters which you see on the screen. My question is, do you need it? Is it help you? Does it make your life easier? What parameters also you need to do all these self-diagnostic tests? As I mentioned, after this webinar, we will send to you an email with some questionnaire. We really appreciate if you will reply. Does it make any sense to proceed with this solution? Because we assume that it should be okay for you. It should save your time, means save your money, and make your life easier. This is the target which we set for these 3 options. So I finished with this. Basically, we finish our webinar. If you have any questions, just please type me now so we can spend time now. If you have not, you can contact me or Anton or Artem, who responsible for the region, to proceed with discussion. If you have any questions, you can contact anyone from Triol, and we will answer it. We will help you. And after some time, this video will be downloaded to YouTube, so you will have the link, so it will be every time available for you. I see. Hi, Michael. I got your. Yes, we will send to you PDF of this webinar, and as I mentioned, you will have a link on YouTube. You can share this video with your colleague who have no opportunity to join us today. Thank you, Mustafa. I got your comments. We'll really appreciate if you will give any feedback. As I told, does it make any sense? So we have traditional equipment, but we want to bring some new for you, some more convenient solution, some more value for you. This is Triol. This is what we need. This is our mission. Hi, Vanny. Thanks, Jen. I see your comment. So please let me know if you have any more questions. So because I'm finished with the slides, I hope you have more questions. We'll appreciate. I got. What we're doing now with high temperature gauges, we see the two different solutions. The first will be for 175, so 175 degrees, and the second will be for 200 degrees sensors. The issue is that the quantity, the market potential so far is not enough for us, because we have. But what we're doing now, we're gathering quantities from all the market, from Argentina, from Colombia, from Middle East, from Egypt, from United States, from Thailand, from Indonesia, where we have high temperature wells. This is what we're doing now. I hope by the end of this year, we will collect enough potential, enough amounts to try it. Because as you know, to develop the sensor for 200 degrees, we need to use totally different technology. It will be not regular sensor, not the same components we have in 09 or 05. It will be space for space. It will be equipment components, which is usually in space and the military sector. For this, we have two issues. First, it's the price, and the second, it's allowance. It's very hard to get approval to use it. But we can, and it's not an issue for us. The main issue is first of all the price and the potential, because so far all customers that need sensor 175, they use 150. regular solution. If it works, it's okay. If it's not work, it's not work. So that's why we see the risk to meet the situation when we will have the new product. We will spend lots of resources, we'll put lots of efforts, but customers will prefer traditional, regular, simple gauge. Mustafa, I got you. We need more information about these high temperature gauges. Like, first of all, it's quantities. What is the potential, market potential per 1 year? I will appreciate is if you, Mustafa, and you, Vinny, will put what is the potential in your region. It will help us. And the target price, for example, what is the target price for us? Because the price would be several times higher, what we have now, several times higher than traditional solution. And if you have some RFQ request, technical requirements for this, what it should measure, is it the same like regular intake measurements? It would be okay. Yes, Mustafa, yes. I think you have already discussed this with Anton. We will proceed with this. I think we have information from you. We already collected. We will combine it. I hope by the end of this year, Q1, we will decide. Will we proceed with this solution or not? I wish we can. I wish we will do, because it's new market. It's a market, free market, because all our competitors, as far as we know, failed with 175 temperature. It's not proper, not good solution. So we see this potential for us. We are interested in this. We see the partners who will buy, but we need to understand that it's really important for the market. It's really good. Mustafa, what means 10K? Could you please specify? This is also hard solution. For this, I have no solution right now. We didn't have exact plans like we have for high voltage temperature, but definitely we will discuss it with you. I know that, Anton, I read the reports based on discussion with you. Let us revert with high pressure gauge and the same like with high temperature gauge. Michael, I cannot get your questions. Could you please specify? I cannot get it. I got you. We have several groups. First of all, it's equipment control, like variable speed drive and switchboards. We have a good product. We already developed the products which has no analogs in the world with the control equipment. But we have a huge experience in Russia with downhole equipment, submersible equipment like gauges and linear ESP. So what we do now, we expanded this experience overseas, but on the export market, the requirements is little bit different than Russia. That's why we increased our R&D department, and we have separate group which is working for sensors and linear ESP for submersible equipment. So we have two priorities: control equipment and submersible equipment. I hope this is what you asked, Michael. I hope I answered your questions. Please confirm. Okay. Thank you, Mustafa. Okay. So, okay. So, if you have no questions, I hope you will have it with Anton, with both Antons. One is for Middle East and the second is for the America market. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you for joining this webinar. I really hope that it was useful for you. If you have some suggestions, some advice how to improve it, we will appreciate it. So after we will send to you the link and the PDF materials, please reply us with your suggestions how to make our webinars better, what you would like to hear, or maybe you would like to have some topic for PMM technology or for linear ESP technology. So we are open. We are glad to get some advices from you. Regarding LESP, Mustafa, please type in YouTube. We have already some webinar, but we will do it once again because we have lots of modifications, lots of improvements in LESP, and much more experience already, not only in Russia, but in Ukraine and in United States. So very soon we will have linear ESP webinar, new one, very soon. So yes, this is definitely. And probably we will have new webinar dedicated to the topic PMM technology, VSD for PMM, the advantage of PMM and VSD, because we did lots of work and we have lots of movements, positive movements in this area. So the technology becoming more popular. So wait for the new webinars from Triol. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. So all the best. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Yes, Michael, will do. Bye. See you.